The fight fans joining us and the millions watching around the world.
Out of the red corner!
Yes, ladies and gents, welcome back to In the Red Corner podcast with me, Ross. I hope everyone's well this evening. Tonight, I'm excited to have on the new headliner for the Prospect show. He's taken the fight on short notice as the other guys pulled out, unfortunately, but Anton Larson stepped in. He's coming all the way from Sweden for this one as well. So without further ado, here he is. Yes, Anton, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm fine.
Excellent, my man. Yeah, I was just saying there, the intro, you've taken this fight on very short notice. How did it happen?
I would say like I've been in talks with the BKFC matchmaker in England for a while, and then they told me like 5 weeks ago or something that I did maybe 6 weeks ago, asked me to fight Jono, and then they told me they're giving a match, this matchup for someone else, and this Tyron Turner that he was supposed to fight, and I see they were releasing the posters and stuff. But like I told you before, I told my friends that I don't think this fight is gonna happen. So I keep training like I have a fight, and things turned out like I told my friends.
Yeah.
So
we've got the new fight poster now, which was announced. I think it was just released today, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So this weekend, the Olympia Liverpool tickets are on sale. If you can't buy a ticket, you can download the BKFC app and watch it on the BKFC app. It's going to be one hell of a show. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into combat sports?
It's a long journey. Like I started training when I was 11 to 13, like Hapkido. But then I stopped and I started playing football like all the other kids do. I'm from north of Sweden. It's not much fighting over here. It's still it's getting bigger, but and then I start playing football and floorball, but I wasn't allowed to play the floorball because I only wanted to fight. I just played rough so I could start fights. So I was a little bit of a troublemaker and in gymnasium they call it. But then I turned like 19, 20. I start training kickboxing, and then I went to Muay Thai after that, and I think I trained Muay Thai for 2014, 15. Then I transitioned to MMA because I wanted to do everything. I wanted to learn everything. I started because I love training, and I took me out from similar like other people took me out from trouble, and it learned me how to be respectful and taught me a lot about myself.
Yeah, it gave you a lot of discipline.
Yeah. So that's pretty much how it's been, and then it's training, fighting worldwide, and for a long time.
Yeah. So how many MMA fights have you had then?
I had 3 amateurs. I had 9 professional Muay Thai fights, 3 kickboxing fights, amateur, and 13 professional MMA fights. It doesn't. I would say, I'm gonna be honest. I have a bad record, but I've been taking fights 24 hours, high weight classes. Or if you check my record, you can see in MMA, people have padded records. I fought the best all over. Like some guys went to the UFC, some guys fought in top for the spots for belts in Brave, top ranked bantamweights in even high weight class in 24 hours, and I give good how do you say good. I did good, but
yeah,
the outcome has been more originals in MMA. So
excellent. So I mean, Jono has a big Muay Thai background.
Mm.
So hopefully you'll be evenly kind of matched there. The clinch, obviously, you can clinch in the BKFC as well. So it'd be interesting to see styles make fights. So it'd be interesting to see how you two collide. So why do you want to make the move from MMA and into bare knuckle?
I would say I always had dreams of trying bare knuckle. Like it's getting worldwide, and since I had an operation on my knee, it's been harder to wrestle. Like I had an ACL surgery, and I would say the training camps for MMA is really hard at taking the tools in the body. It's like I'm getting older. I know I don't have much time left in like fighting, and the way I live now, I have a good work, so I can train like 9, 10 times a week, like hard, and even get
Yeah,
recovery, and so get quality training. So, and I know it's gonna come a time when I can't do that. That's why I wanna test myself, and against good opponents. I'd rather fight someone good and go down on my shield if it happens, But yeah, so that's
excellent.
why I want to try bare knuckle. I think it's very pure. Also, it's something new. It excites me. I haven't felt excited for a long while.
Yeah, I think the whole combat sports world has kind of bare knuckle is blowing up and becoming bigger and bigger. It's like one of the oldest sports, but in the same respect, it's a very new sport as well. People are wanting to take it up, and it's unbelievable how fast it's growing. So, how would you describe your fight style?
I would say pretty aggressive, and I reaction, and I'm fast. He will feel it. Uh, and I think this is the stylistic matchup. I think he's a forward guy. He's gonna probably have some more punching power, but I'm gonna be a lot faster. He's gonna be, how do you say, surprised how fast I am, and because I usually fight in flyweights. Like I don't cut much for this fight, but I make a cut. But
Yeah, and this fight's at bantamweight. Is
yeah,
is this your normal weight class then?
no. Usually I fight flyweights, but it's 7. But it's really hard cut. It's not easy. But in now when it's not wrestling, like have a guy top on top of you, I think a bantamweight is no problem. I always train with bigger guys. Always been the smallest guy, so I spar with the guys over 70. Like it's no problem. So and when I spar with the guys in my weight class, I was in Thailand a couple of weeks ago. Only training like holiday, but I don't. That's what I do. Train. Like I don't drink and stuff. So just go to
Yeah,
gyms and train. And I train with a guy he's gonna fight now in one championship. We did some Muay Thai, and my Muay Thai is not. It's good, but it's not on the same level as Jono. But then I would say his MMA is probably not on my level, and now we're gonna fight in a cross sport in bare knuckle, and we both, of course, he trained boxing. He looks good on mitts, so but it doesn't matter. It's a new sport for both of us. So
yeah, yeah. Um, do you know much about John O then at all, or
no, I know he's a good respected fighter. He seems to have a lot of following in Instagram, and he seems like a killer. So I mean, I expect him to be very aggressive. Probably, how do you say, underestimate me because of my last fights. It's I think he's gonna go in and knock me out in the fast, but he's got to be careful. So same as me, I got to be careful. It's a small game of inches in this bare knuckle game. And you punch
yeah,
hard,
yeah,
punch wrong way, the knuckle's gonna break. It doesn't matter. He's a human being as am I.
yeah. One punch can change the whole fight.
Yeah.
Um, what was I going to say? Have you been watching the BKFC and its rise?
Yeah, of course, man. One of my favorite fighters is actually Mike Perry. Like I was also watched him before in UFC, and I really like his style, and so I watch a lot. BKFC. I've been watching the lower weight classes like Garrett Grant and John Dodson. Of course, I'm a big fan. I see the the MMA fighters goes good for them. I think it's because we're so used to having small gloves in MMA, and MMA is really boxing orientated with takedowns and stuff. You don't throw kicks because you're aware of the takedowns. So I'm used to like having no gloves. MMA gloves is kind of pretty much the same as no gloves due to size. So
yeah, is this going to be the first time you've fought in the UK?
No. I fought there an amateur fight against a guy. He fights in Cage Wars now. I think I had an amateur semi-professional fight many years ago. Like in, I think it was in, how do you say, in Colchester.
Colchester.
Yeah, and I have my coach with me also. Like he fought Pietro Menga. I think maybe he's well-known MMA fighter there. So we go together everywhere, and he's a game fighter. He fights everybody. He's not scared of anyone. Also takes fights like a crazy. Shout out to Fernando Flores. Yeah.
We've got actually John O'Chip Chase has just made a comment there in the. I don't underestimate you. I appreciate you taking the fight on short notice. Let's go to war.
Yeah. Respect, Jono. I come for war. It's kill or be killed every time.
Excellent, love it. Yeah, big shout out to Jono there. Yeah, I can't wait for this. It's going to be one hell of a night, one hell of a card. Do you think, depending on how the fight goes and things, do you think you want to stay with bare knuckle?
We'll see. Let's see if it's something for me. If it's not, I focus on this night, and I want to put on a show. That's what I want to do, and we'll see. It's a hard sport. It's getting older. You got to take care of the brain. You never know, but all I know is this night I'm gonna give it all, and see what happens. And I want a war. I want a 5-round war. I want to bleed. It's no problem for that. So, and it's either him or me. Somebody's going down. It's
excellent. I can't wait. I've got one more question that I'll finish up on. It's kind of two questions really, but what does fighting mean to you, and why do you fight?
It means everything for me. It's like that's the only thing I do, and I'm coaching now also like younger people, and I learned so much about like how to be a man, like how to. I didn't learn that in school. I learned through martial arts the way how to get discipline to get something done. Like I was a shit at school, but now I have also a university graduate because I got discipline from martial arts. I could do it. So I have stuff. I can do other stuff, but now I have time to do this. It means a lot to me, and I want to test myself. I don't want to be that guy that's like one of the best in the gyms and smashing on beginners. I want to go test myself around the world and see the world and
amazing. Anton, really appreciate you coming on in the Red Corner podcast. Thank you very much for that, and I'll be down there myself on Saturday, so hopefully I get to meet you down there.
Yes, hope to see you too.
Yeah. Thank you very much for coming on, mate, and I'll speak to you soon. Best of luck.
Thank you. Bye.
There he is. What a guy, taking the fight on short notice, and it's shaping up to be a war. I think it's actually a better fight than what was originally put there with Taryn Turner. Whatever's happened to Taryn, I don't know, but I wish him all the best. But yeah, Jono, obviously got a lot of respect for Anton there with the comment he's made, and it's going to be one hell of a night. So, like I say, if you can't make it there, download the BKFC app. It costs a couple of pints. That's all it costs, and you get to see fights from all over the world, and they're on pretty much every week. So, appreciate you all for joining us. Like and subscribe to the channel. Have a look at my Instagram to see who my next guest's going to be. I'll be releasing that later on tonight. Yeah, so appreciate it. Thank you very much. Big shout out to everyone. Speak to you soon.
The fight fans joining us and the millions watching around the world.
Out of the red corner,